Hello children, today we are going to learn a lesson, a good Samaritan. This is a story told by Jesus to his followers once when his followers asked him, Jesus, who is our good neighbor? So instead of telling the answer, he will narrate a story about a Samaritan. Okay, Samaritan is a person who helps other person or another person who is in need. Who is in need. Okay. Samaritan means a person who helps another person who is in need. Now this story is a religious story, okay, because it is narrated by Jesus and it is recorded in the Bible, and this type of story is known as parable. This type of story is known as parable, which means the story which gives moral values. Parable means short stories stories which gives moral values, especially told by Jesus and recorded in the Bible. Okay. Now, as Jesus is the religious person for Christianity, even we have many religious people in Hinduism. Yes. Now, which are the? Can you name some of the religious person? Okay, now a few religious persons are Basavanna, then Buddha, and Mahatma Gandhi ji. Mahatma Gandhi. These are, for example, I have taken these three religious people of Hinduism. What did Basavanna say? Basavanna said, we should never lie. Okay, we should never steal. We should never lie. We should never steal, and we should never kill other person or the other animal or anything which is living thing. We should never lie. We should never steal, and we should never kill anyone. This is the preaching preached by Basavanna to the human beings. Same way, what did Buddha say? Buddha said, we cannot hide three things in the world. We cannot hide three things in the world. Which are those three things? The three things are the sun, the moon, and the truth. We cannot hide these things from anyone. Okay, because as the sun rises, we can't hide sun, and as the sun sets, the moon arises, and we can't hide moon. And same way, we cannot hide truth. For time being, we can say lie, we can cover up, but one or the other day, the truth will come in front of everyone. And what did Gandhiji say? Gandhiji said, be the change what you want. Be the change what you want. Means we should not tell others to change, or this is not nice, this we don't want. We should not say like that, because first we should change ourselves. Then everything will be changed automatically. Okay. So these three are our famous religious people who gave a good preachings or good words for our life. Understood, children? Now we will start with the story. And this story is about a poor person, a Jewish person who will be helped by a Samaritan. Means here Jewish and Samaritans are enemies. They don't like each other. So how this person will be helped by the another person? Okay. Now, there once was a man walking from Jerusalem to Jericho. He was alone and the road he followed was rocky. With many twists and turns, suddenly two robbers jumped out of nowhere. They attacked the man, beat him up and stole everything he had, even his clothes. Here in first paragraph, what we can see that there is a man, he'll be walking from Jerusalem to Jericho. He'll be traveling. So as he was traveling, the road was all alone and it was a rocky path. No other people were there. So this man will be attacked by two robbers. Okay, that what robbers will do, they will beat him nicely and they will take whatever this person had and they will not even leave his clothes also. They will rob everything and they will go. Next, the man lay bleeding to death on the side of the road and along came a priest. When he saw the man, he was so shocked that he stood and stared. The man could barely raise his head to beg for help, but the priest only backed away. He tried not to look as he passed him as quickly as he could. Now what the second para tells us, as the person is beaten up by the robbers, he'll be fallen on the ground. After some time, the priest will come there. He'll be passing near the same road. So he will look at the person and he will think, oh, this man is beaten up by the cruel people. So I want to help, but I have lot of work to do in the church. So I don't have time. The other person who will come behind me will help this person and he passes the person. He will not help. Now the man lay in the dirt moaning until another man came along. This man will be fallen on the ground with lot of pain, making the sound which he is undergoing through pain. He saw the man all covered in blood and dirt and making funny noises in the ditch. Now he saw a man, the other man will come and he will look and stare at him and he'll see that the man is making funny noises. Here funny noises means the noise which is made out of pain. Okay. He thought, oh, he looks terrible. I wouldn't ever want to touch him. Besides, I'm sure he's no one I know and I passed him by as well. The other person who is the helper of the priest, he will say, oh, this man is beaten up terribly by the other people. So, I doesn't want to touch. I don't know whether he is alive or no. So, I don't want to touch this person. And if I help also, I don't know whether he will get okay. He will better or no. So, moreover, I don't know this person. So, better I will go away and someone other will help him. Then, Samaritan came walking around the road. The man who lay in the dirt was a Jew. Samaritans and Jewish were enemies for hundreds of years. Yet the Samaritan came over him very gently. He lifted the man's head and brushed the dust out of his mouth. He took some water and cleaned the man's eyes and gave him some water to drink. He put wine on his wounds to clean them and make them heal quickly. Then he carried the man and put him onto his donkey and brought him into the town. Here, after a long time, the Samaritan will come. Samaritan and the person who is beaten up by the robbers were a Jewish person. So the Samaritans and the Jewish are enemies from 100 long years. So instead of going away from this Jewish person, so what Samaritan will do? He will go near to the person, he will raise his head and he will clean his mouth which was covered with mud and he will clean his eyes with some water and he will give water to drink for the poor person. And he will apply some wine on the wound so that the wound should get healed quickly. Then after cleaning him, he will take the Jewish person and he will place him on his donkey and he will bring that person to the town. Now next what happens? There the Samaritan gave some money to an innkeeper and said, put him in a clean bed and spend whatever you need to take good care of him until he is strong again. He'll come to the town and he'll stop near the inn and he'll go inside the inn and he will give some money to the innkeeper, silver coins to the innkeeper, and he'll say, see, please give him a clean bed and spend how much ever you want you spend over this person, give him good food, medicine, so that he should become stronger again. Now tell me, Jesus added, which of these three men was a true neighbor to the man who was robbed? Now, after this story, Jesus will ask his followers, his Jewish followers. Now tell me, you have heard the story. Now who is the good neighbor among the three persons in the story? The expert in the Jewish law did not need to think very much. One of the Jewish followers did not think very much and he replied, the one who helped him, of course. The man will say, the one who helped the person who is in bad condition is a good neighbor. Jesus then told him, then go and do just the same. Then Jesus told his followers, and you have heard the story, and same thing, you have to do it. Those who heard Jesus tell this story knew that he wanted his followers to love everybody, especially strangers and those who are in need of help. At last, the followers understood that Jesus wanted his followers to help the people surrounding them and help especially the strangers who will come from the different place and the people who are in need of help. So the Jesus wanted his followers to help the other people and love the people around them. Understood, children? I hope you have understood, and we'll learn some meanings and difficult words. Okay, children, these are the new words we will come across this lesson. That is, first is parable, means moral values taught by Jesus, and especially which will be recorded in the Bible, and this story is taken from the Bible. Now, Samaritan. Samaritan means a person who helps other person who is in need. Okay, Samaritan means a person who helps other person who is in need. Now, next word is stared. Stared means looking continuously, just looking at at one thing or one person, looking at one person. Stared. Now, mourning. Mourning means a sound made of pain. Mourning means a sound made of pain. Now, your innkeeper. Here, in means hotel and keeper. Innkeeper means proprietor of the hotel or the one who takes care of the hotel. Now, after learning this, I briefly say this story. Okay, this is a story of a person, Samaritan, who was helping the Jewish person who was needed help. So here, Samaritans and Jewish are the two kinds of people in the Christianity where two people hate each other. Okay, here once a man will be walking from Jerusalem to Jericho alone in a path where it was full of rocky path, and he will be attacked by robbers. And what the robbers will do? These robbers will attack him and he will beat him nicely, and they will take all the things what he had, what the person had, and they doesn't leave even his clothes also, and everything they will take and go. And this person will be fallen on the ground with lot of pain and wound. By the time there comes a priest along the road, and the priest will just look at him and he will say, oh, this man, he'll feel sorry for the man, but he will not help the man, and he will say to himself that I have lot of work to do in the church and I doesn't have any time to help this person. Maybe the other person who is coming behind me will help him out. So better I will go and look at my work, and he will go away. And after some time the other person will come, and he is the helper of the priest, and he will just stare at the man and he'll say, oh, this is very terrible. He is in very bad condition. So whether, I don't know whether he is alive or no. If I treat him also, I don't know whether he will live or die. So, and moreover, I don't know this person. So better I will walk away and some other person will help him out. And after some time, this person will be in pain. This person will be fallen on the ground with lot of pain, and same time the Samaritan will come with his donkey. Okay, he'll be going to the other place. So he'll see this Jewish man, and the man was in a very bad condition, so that he could never ask for help also, and he could never raise his hand also for help. What this Samaritan will do? He will go near the person, he will raise his head, he will clean his mouth which was covered with mud, and he will clean his eyes with water and give some water to drink. And he will apply some wine on his wounds so that the wound could get or heal fast. And after cleaning him, he will take the Jewish person and he will place him on his donkey and he will bring back to the town. As he brings back to the town, he will stop near the inn. And the Samaritan will go inside the inn and he will approach the innkeeper. And he will give some amount and he will say, please give this man a clean bed and do whatever you want, spend how much ever money you want, and make him, so look at him so that he can become strong again. Okay, and after telling this story, now Jesus will ask his followers. He'll ask, who is the better person among the three persons in the story? The Jewish followers, he did not think more, and suddenly he replied that the person who helped the other person who was in need is the good neighbor or the good person. So now Jesus said, now you have understood the story. So same way, even you and go to the other people and help them out. So by listening to the Jesus words, his followers understood that Jesus wants his followers to help the people who are in need and help the strangers, especially the stranger who comes from the different place, and help the people who are in need. And Jesus wants his followers to love everyone. Okay, now I hope you have understood the story, and please make a note of these new words. Thank you.